Coming to you live from Aristad, this is Optimal Play. My name is Brandon, and tonight I am playing Ashes Ascendancy, the Natural Magic expansion. I'm going to be going against the new Dragonborn with one of the new Phoenixborn. If you're not familiar with Ashes, it's been around for quite a while now. It is an expandable card game that has gotten a lot of expansions over the years. I'm not going to go too deep into how it works or what it is in this one. Since this is kind of an expansion to the new core set, and I've done some content at a more base level before. But Plaid Hat Games was kind enough to send me the Natural Magic expansion, which is also coming out right around now. I think it's in stores soon, or available online soon, if not already. And it has this new Dragonborn, Indiri Aldair, the Celestial Hunter. And I'll be playing Maeve Lumenvale, the Phoenixborn of Aristad. I've been having a lot of fun with it so far. I streamed on Saturday. I did a live stream on the channel, sort of a casual unboxing and looking through and sleeving the cards and then playing a game to kind of get the hang of the matchup. It's really fun. I really particularly enjoy this Phoenixborn who plants little seedlings and nurtures them into essentially having them evolve like Pokemon into big plant monsters that will smash the opposition. And on the stream also, I mentioned that I was going to see The Odyssey that night, the movie that's in theaters. I did. It was great. I highly recommend it. I really enjoyed it. It's not going to be like one of my top 5 or 10 favorite movies or anything, but it was just some incredible cinematography, really cool take on the story. I will say, like, ancient Greek politics seem like nonsense. Ithaca just had no king for 20 years because theirs went to go load inside of a horse full of shit and never came back. Honestly, it seems maybe better than the way our system is playing out right now here in the US, but it's a close. It's a close one. It's hard to say which, but yeah, really recommend the movie. It's a treat for the eyes and ears and super fun. So that's what I've been up to lately, and here we go. I did win my game earlier with Maeve on kind of default difficulty for Indiri, so I am going up to Heroic +1, which means we're adding 1 to his threat level. So he's threat 5, and what Indiri does is fire arrows. He's the Celestial Hunter. His status ability, which happens when you put a status token on him for whatever reason, including his dice kind of filling up that bar that you may remember from Red Rains, it puts an arrow into play that's one of several conjurations from this small deck, and then it launches them at you the next time something attacks your face, and they have a variety of effects. Very cool, a little bit more interesting than the one in the Ashes Ascendancy core box, so I'm having a lot of fun playing against it. And then Maeve, she is I guess she only has to play with Artifice magic because her ability uses Artifice dice, but she really wants to play Artifice Nature, which is how her starter deck is, and that's what I'm playing today, where she uses her ability Power Split, a side action and exhauster, and a class face Artifice die. Choose up to 2 cards you control, place an Artifice die from your exhausted pool onto each of the chosen cards. And Artifice magic is pretty new to Ashes, added in that Ashes Ascendancy box. It's also its innate die ability to use as a side action when you have the power face to put it on a card you control. That card is considered charged, and there's a lot of benefits and things that matter for when cards are charged. So my first 5, before we dive into the first turn, is I changed it up a little bit from the game I played on stream, which you can find in the live archives of the channel if you want to start there. I still have my 2 summon ready spells, of course, Summon Snapseed and Summon Capacitor Beetle. I am running Photovoltaics, my 3rd ready spell, which is another way, you'll see it in action, but it's another way to get more Artifice dice on cards. A Botanist, which if you're going to grow plants, just makes sense. And then the new one is Encircle. This is an action spell that for a nature die and a main action says deal damage to a target unit an opponent controls equal to the number of unexhausted conjurations you control. So going up a little higher on the threat, and having to invest some time into growing my monsters into I think they're called plant tyrants? Floral tyrants. I wanted a spell that could just take a pesky enemy unit off the board. So hopefully that will help me with that. And with that, let's go. Okay, so I have my first 5. I'm going to roll my dice. Okay, wow, great nature roll. 4 leaves and a frog. Whoa, and okay, this is actually a very weird roll. And 5 artifice dice all on their class face. Very, very strange. That might work just fine. I don't need very many power dice for my first 5, but I'm probably going to meditate for at least 1. And so it's my action first, and I think I will go straight for getting snap seeds going, or at least I want to get this charged ASAP. So I'm just going to use my main action to summon a snap seed, and I think I will use my side here to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to use it to also play a ready spell. Photovoltaics. I'm leaving a gap just because I want my summon spells on the left. It's just what I'm used to. Photovoltaics. So let me back up and actually read these cards, Summon Snapseed costs a main action to play, and then for a main action and exhausting it, and then a nature class die, it says place a Snapseed conjuration onto your battlefield. If this spell is charged, place an additional Snapseed conjuration onto your battlefield. And I have played one game of this starter deck against the other starter deck in the box, which is Kana Galeheart. I've played it PvP. It is very hard to keep your snap seeds, your little pretty defenseless seedlings alive against a player with a brain, and so that's really key. It's a little less key, I think, against a brainless opponent, but still good. So I still want to, at least in the first round, get this charge and get 2 of them into play. And then Photovoltaics cost me a side action and an artifice die to play. And then it says, as a side action, if this spell has fewer than 3 status tokens on it, place a status token on it and raise 1 die in your active pool 1 level. You may place 1 exhaustion token on this spell and remove 3 status tokens from it to place an artifice die from your exhausted pool onto a card you control. So 3 times it can bump a die, and it doesn't have to be, no, it can be any die. And then once it can charge something after you use it 3 times. So actually, I take it back. Yeah, I probably don't need to meditate. This should be, unless the enemy bumps my dice down a bunch, this should have me covered for any power dice that I need. With that, I will pass the turn to Indiri, who's going to roll a die and refer to his specific behavior table. I will say, does it have his, yeah, it has his art on the back. This behavior table, I haven't compared it to, her name is escaping me, but the Dragonborn from the Ashes Ascendancy core set. But it seems real basic, and I think that hers was too. Like, so I even though they printed a new one and put his art on the back, it seems like this is kind of the standard behavior card. And they can have an ability that says, or take an action that says attack if able, if not reveal, or activate the Dragonborn's ready spell and then reveal, or reveal and attack with a revealed aspect if able. So those are the 3 possibilities while he has face down cards and he's rolling his die. We got a basic face which says attack if able, if not reveal. So he's going to reveal his first aspect. It is Quick Shot. This wants to attack my face, and it says Dragon's Might 1. When this unit comes into play, place a status token on the Dragonborn. Oh boy. Okay, so we're getting an arrow to go with it very shortly. Okay. It might be nice to ping that with a frog die. Natural dice have the innate ability to deal a damage to a target unit. That seems like a pretty good target. But we'll see. It's my turn. And so I am going to, if I get attacked, I would rather they go face right now. Use my health as a resource. I don't really want seedlings there as sitting ducks quite yet. Actually, you know what? Well, let me start here. I will eventually want some bees, the top level artifice die. So I'm going to raise one with photovoltaics as my side action, putting a token on it. And then that's my side action, so that leaves me with a main, and everything that could charge summon Snapseed is a side action, my power split or the bee die itself. And so I think for my main, I will just play a summon capacitor beetle, which says, as a main action, exhaust it and a B die, top tier artifice. Place a capacitor beetle conjuration on your battlefield. If this spell is charged, draw a card. You'll see the capacitor beetle when I summon one. It's a weak little unit, but it also can be sacrificed to charge something. It's capacitor. It's a little battery bug. It's neat. It's flexible. Okay, so that's my turn. I will pass the turn back to Indiri, who's going to start by removing a status token to put an arrow into play, and that is an entangling arrow. It has 1 attack, 1 life, it targets my face, and it says Tangle 2. When this unit is declared as an attacker, the target opposing player must lower 2 non-basic dice in their active pool 1 level. Annoying, but probably livable. I definitely only need a basic die for my botanist, so I can at least utilize 1 basic die. And so this, because it attacks face, the Dragonborn, I think this was different from the Chimera and Red Rains. When one of their units attacks directly at your Phoenixborn, all of their units that target your Phoenixborn attack at the same time. So what's likely about to happen is that the quick shot does attack my face and the entangling arrow simultaneously attacks my face, and I take all the effects of both. We'll see. We gotta roll its behavior die. It's a crown, which says activate the Dragonborn's ready spell and then reveal. So it won't attack right now. The ready spell on Indiri says raise 1 basic dragon die, 1 level. So we're raising this basic to a crown, which puts it into this bar, charging up for another arrow. And then it's going to reveal. Lie in wait. Oof. I was just thinking this would, it has 2 life. This would be a good target for like my encircle, but it has the ability concealed. This unit cannot be targeted by attacks, spells, abilities, or dice powers an opponent controls. And unseen. It cannot be blocked unless all attacking units without the unseen ability have been blocked. This is going to be a lot of damage. Lie in wait also targets my face, and that I think is, I'm not sure I really grokked this when I was playing on stream, but between the arrows and a lot of his aspects going face, like that is, Indiri is an aggro Dragonborn. Indiri tries to shoot you in the head until you are dead quickly. That's my takeaway based on, 1.2 games so far. But yeah, that's scary. It is my turn, so we'll see what we can do about it, but we sure can't encircle that. I do think I want my snap seeds down. It's between that or a botanist. The botanist could at least safely block the entangling arrow or the quick shot, and that sounds pretty good actually. So why don't I play a botanist as my main? It's going to cost me, oh, annoyingly I don't have a die bumps down to basic to spend here yet. That's fine. If I need it, I can always meditate. All right, so I'll spend, she requires a nature die and a basic. 1 attack, 3 life, 1 recover, and she has the ability Nurture. As a side action, attach a nurtured conjuration alteration spell to a conjuration you control. And nurtured is simply +1 life. All life can thrive if shown but a little care. And the hidden text on that, and the flavor leads you there, is the seedlings, the snap seeds, they go away at the end of the round if they don't have an alteration spell on them. So a nurtured is a way to keep them alive from round to round. But okay, so that was my main, and I have a couple options for my side. I could do another photovoltaics, raise a die, and get closer to charging. I could also use Maeve's power split, choose up to 2 cards I control, place an artifice die on each of those cards. That's pretty interesting, because both of my summon spells have an advantage for being charged. And I want to move towards using my summon snapseed on 2 conjurations so that I can use this in circle for at least 2 damage when there's a target I want to hit with it. So that's what I will do. I'll use Power Split. It's a side action. It uses an Artifice class die. And then it says choose up to 2 cards you control, place an Artifice die from your exhausted pool onto each of those chosen cards. So I will charge each of my summon spells. And I'll pass the turn back to Indiri. Is all of this chaos coming at my face? A crown? It's still not. It activates a ready spell, raise 1 basic dragon die 1 level. That's very close to another arrow. Boy, if he adds more arrows, That's gonna be a lot of damage. And then reveal God Shield. It has 2 attack, 1 life, and it says Armored 1. After this unit is dealt damage, prevent 1 damage from being received. Don't love that. It attacks to the right, so my seeds will be vulnerable. I can always block it with my face. Okay, that's it though. He's just going down the line revealing and not doing much else. So it's back to my turn, and I do think it's time that I summon my Snapseeds. So I will exhaust summon Snapseed, spend a nature die, place a Snapseed conjuration onto your battlefield. If this is charged, place an additional one. So these Snapseeds both have 0 attack, 1 life, 0 recover, and the ability Solar Sprout. As a main action, discard this unit. If it was charged, place a Snap Trap conjuration onto your battlefield. So I want to charge this now and then spend a main action upgrading it. It also has the Wilt ability, which I mentioned. It gets discarded at the end of the round if there's no alteration spell on it. So that was my main. My side, I'm trying to find... Okay. You know what? I'm just going to photovoltaics again. I was trying to decide whether I wanted to nurture something, but I might try my best to get these both upgraded, and putting a nurture on it when you then discard it from play to put in the next tier of its evolution. It's just going to waste the nurture. Actually, no, yeah, this is fine. Okay, so I will put a second token on photovoltaics. I'm going to bump up my remaining artifice die to a B because I also need a B to summon a capacitor beetle. Okay, it is Indiri's turn. So he's going to roll his last behavior die. It's a dragon face, so these are all charging up his ability. He's going to get a status token to use next turn. And this says reveal attack with a revealed aspect if able. So this is a twist. It is a volley of arrows. It has 2 attack, 2 life, 2 blood, and it goes at my face, and then it has status tokens with the volley of arrows ability. At the start of the Dragonborn's turn, remove 1 status token from this unit to place a random arrow conjured aspect onto the battlefield. That is probably the target for Encircle. That's real. I don't want several more arrows coming into play. And then he's attacking with it. So that means he's attacking with everything so he attacks with the leftmost unit, but because it wants to target my face, everything that targets my face comes at me. So I'm being attacked for 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 total. And when this is declared as an attacker, I have to lower 2 dice. So I don't want to lower, I want to still have a leaf for Encircle, so I'll go 1, 2. And the other ability happening here is that Lion Weight can only be blocked if all other attacking units are blocked first, and that's not happening. So let's see. What are we doing here? The volley of, I don't want to block with a Snapseed. I want to keep these alive and try to get them upgrading. So that leaves my Botanist, and I guess my Botanist should block Quick Shot. Right, that will exhaust her countering, and she'll take 2 damage. But she has 3 life and 1 recover, so she'll bounce back. And she does 1 damage back to Quick Shot, killing it. It has blood 1, so that is my first damage to Indiri. Everything else hits my face though. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ow. I don't know if I mentioned Maeve has 17 health, so 6 is a third of my health bar. The Entangling Arrow does have Ephemeral. After this becomes exhausted, destroy it. So that'll go away, and these other 2 are exhausted, which is nice. The only problem, though, is Volley of Arrows. Its status ability is in a colored box, meaning exhausted does not stop that from going off. So I still want to clear it ASAP. And I can't upgrade a Snapseed and attack with it. So I think that leaves Encircle. I think I'm pretty glad it's back to my turn, and I think I'm pretty glad I'm running this. I will spend a die to play it. Deal damage to target unit and opponent controls equal to the number of unexhausted conjurations you control. So annoyingly, since this is exhausted, it would have been kind of a free attack into it. I just don't have the firepower yet. And I think that's what's fun about Maeve is she starts very, very slowly. As at least her starter deck does. I'd be interested to see what other brews people come up with, but she starts real slow. So that's why I wanted this in my first 5. Hopefully this is the right call. So I'm playing that 2 damage to Volley of Arrows. We'll take it off the table before it summons any arrows, so that's nice. And that's blood too, so 2 more damage to Indiri puts him at 3 damage out of 30. Okay, and for my side, let's finish using photovoltaics, I think. Yeah, I will put a 3rd status token on it. Raise a die 1 level. I guess I'll go ahead and raise this basic back up to a leaf. And then I may place 1 exhaustion token on this and remove 3 status tokens from it to charge something with an exhausted artifice die. So I will also charge a Snapseed. Yeah. Okay. Actually, well, yeah, I think I'm going to charge the rightmost. No, never mind. It doesn't. I'm just thinking about how the God Shield is going to attack my rightmost unit when it attacks. And what am I going to do about that? So I was thinking, so I want to upgrade my rightmost Snapseed first, but you're not actually upgrading it. It's that it's discarding from play and a new one is entering play. And so it's going to be on the right anyway, I think. So I think it kind of doesn't matter. All right, that was my side. That's all I've done is a side, right? So let's upgrade the Snapseed. Or am I summoning a Capacitor Beetle? It's kind of a necessary step to get the other Snapseed charged. I think it's my main route to doing that. Okay, I'm gonna do that as my main. So summon Capacitor Beetle says, exhaust it, pay a B, a power artifice die. Place a Capacitor Beetle Conjuration onto your battlefield. If this spell is charged, draw 1 card. So I get a card draw too, which I have a couple of dice kicking around, so this can't hurt. It is a Catalyst, an action spell that says side action and an artifice die. Draw 1 card, place an artifice die from your exhausted pool onto a card you control. You may move an artifice die from a card you control to another card you control. This is pretty well timed because I could take a charge off of one of my used summon spells and get it on the Snapseed that way, and draw another card. I don't hate it. Well, let's see what the Dragonborn does. It's his turn. He's going to roll. Oh, he's going to place an arrow into play. It's another entangling arrow. There's, I think, 2 copies of each of 3 arrows in this deck, so not entirely unlikely for him to get the same one as before. And a crown. Activate his ready spell. It's going to raise another die. Jeez. And then reveal another God Shield. Woof. All right. This is annoying because I want to attack the right unit, and it's going to... It has armored 1, so like even if my beetle takes the hit and counters, it's not going to die. Yeah, and armored 1 is in a box, so even when it's exhausted, it's armored. It has armored 1. That's very annoying. Okay, we'll figure out a way to deal. It's back to my turn, so why don't I go ahead and play this Catalyst as my side action? So I'm trying to decide what to do with this beetle. It should maybe just kill the entangling arrow before that lowers all my dice and hits me in the face. I think it probably should. So that'll be my main, but my side, Catalyst, costs me this artifice die. Draw 1 card. Okay, it's another Catalyst. That is maybe less helpful now that I'm out of artifice dice. Place an artifice die from your exhausted pool onto a card you control. So that'll be the Snapseed. You may move an artifice die from a card you control onto another card you control. That, I'm realizing, I should sequence this different. So hold up. I guess I drew this card. Very slight cheat, but hey, third time playing this deck. I'm new. Cut me some slack. As my main, I'm going to upgrade a Snapseed so that I have a place for the new artifice, or to move an artifice die too, because nothing else cares about being charged. So as my main, I will use Solar Sprout, discard this unit. If it was charged, which it was, place a Snap Trap Conjuration onto your battlefield. Snap Trap is going here. And I kind of have regrets about playing Catalyst, because if this was nurtured with the Botanist, it could take a hit from God Shield. So that would be nice, but I'm not going to resequence that. That's too much cheating. All right, so, but now I will complete Resolving Catalyst by moving an Artifice die to a card I control, and that charges a Snap Trap, so it can proceed to level up. Okay, that was my turn. Yep, my main and my side. All right. Indiri goes, no longer rolling dice because he doesn't have any face down aspects. So he's just going to attack with God Shield. He's going to attack right. I do not want God Shield to just trade with Snap Trap, not at this moment. So I'm going to guard with Maeve, taking 2 more damage. That's 8 out of 17 already. I'm halfway dead. It doesn't feel good. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. God Shield's exhausted. So Snap Trap can upgrade. So can my other Snap Seed. I think though, I want Snap Trap to be able to absorb a God Shield and then upgrade. It won't be blocking. It won't exhaust because it can't upgrade once if it's exhausted. It won't be exhausted. It'll just soak the damage. So to that end, I'm going to use my side action with the Botanist to nurture the Snap Trap. And I mentioned this before. It's a conjured alteration spell that gives +1 life. So now it has 3 life and it can take a hit from the God Shield. And then I'll just choose not to counter and life will be fine. And then let's get this arrow out of here. I need to stop bleeding. So Capacitor Beetle, I'm going to exhaust to attack the Entangling Arrow. This is, I believe, my first attack of the entire game, right? It's always hard to remember to roll the die to see whether the Dragonborn guards. And it's been so long that I feel like I must have forgotten, but I don't think I have. So Entangling Arrow is, or I'm attacking it with the Beetle. We're going to see whether Indiri guards. It guards on a basic face. And he does not guard, but it does go on his charge bar there. So great, so Capacitor Beetle will hit the Entangling Arrow, take 1 damage back, and defeat it. It has no blood value, but it does stop it from attacking me and lowering my dice. Okay. That feels good. I'll pass the turn back to Indiri. It's just going to attack with a God Shield, and see this time, it's going to attack right. It can just deal 2 damage to my Snap Trap, which will not counter. And then I can cash it in for a clean bill of health on a floral, I can't say it, Floral Tyrant. Cool. All right. Yeah, that feels good. That feels right. I will take my turn, and I guess I will go straight for it as my main. Oh, and this is exhausted. Yeah, he's out of stuff to do. He's just going to pass. Right? Yeah. Okay. Can I clean this up is going to be the question. I don't know that I can. I'm wishing now that I had considered using this frog on that arrow. Maybe it wouldn't matter much. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. So Snap Trap has Solar Bloom. Main action, discard this unit. If it was charged, place a Floral Tyrant Conjuration onto your battlefield. So I'm going to do that right now. That will discard the die, get rid of the Nurtured and the Snap Trap, and as I sort them back in my conjurations, put out the Floral Tyrant. It has 3 attack, 3 life, 0 recover, and the ability Ravaging Vines. When this unit is declared as an attacker, if it is charged, deal damage to a target unit an opponent controls equal to this unit's attack value. So this functionally can attack 2 things, or even better, maybe sometimes, the Dragonborn's face and then just target 1 unit with its extra attack, which wouldn't be guardable. Sure. Let's say guardable is a reasonable way to say that. Okay, it does have to be charged though. And that's where I think, no, my Capacitor Beetle could charge it, huh? My Capacitor Beetle could Volt Shift, discard this unit to place an Artifice die from your exhausted pool onto a card you control. Is there any reason not to do it now? I don't think so. Okay. Then that'll be my side action this turn. So I will Volt Shift, discard this unit, place an Artifice die from my exhaust pile onto Floral Tyrant. Hell yeah, we're getting there. Okay, so that was main and side. Pass turn to the Dragonborn. It passes. It's back to me. I will attack with the Floral Tyrant. So yeah, I guess I'll attack units. There's no reason not to. So Floral Tyrant will attack, lie in wait. It's exhausted, so its concealed ability is turned off. I can't attack it. And we are going to roll to see whether Indiri guards. He does not guard. He does charge his ability. Okay, so when this is declared as attacker, it's going to deal damage to target unit and opponent controls equal to this unit's attack value. It's going to target the God Shield, killing it for 1 blood. And then its attack kills lie in wait for 2 blood. So we are at 6 out of 30. All right, I think I can clean up his board, which when you're on +1 on like heroic difficulty, that feels really good. That's not a guarantee to be able to do that in the first round of the game. Okay, I will pass the turn back. It passes to me. Snapseed now, I will use Solar Spout. It's charged, so I'll upgrade my other Snapseed into a Snap Trap. This one is not getting upgraded any further. I think I'm out of ways to charge it. So I am just going to pass the turn, get it back, take another main action, and I will attack. Snap Trap attacks God Shield. Oh, I guess... I think it's a genius change what they did from Red Rains. So the Dragonborn rolls to guard and either guards, which is bad generally, or rolls another icon on its behavior die, which then charges up its bar here. Because now it's guaranteed to do one of two things: guard or put an arrow into play. And I don't like either of those outcomes. But oh, this is exhausted, by the way. It is what it is, I guess. I don't think that that's better than leaving it in play. If I leave it in play, he's just going to get a status token and have an arrow in the next round. So, yeah, all right. Snap Trap will attack the God Shield. I won't even be mad if he guards, because then at least I won't get an arrow this round. Nope. Dragon Face does not guard. So, God Shield is going to die for 1 blood damage. And then he's filled up his bar, so he's going to get a status token. Dragonborn definitely has a turn, which is going to involve spending his status token to put an arrow into play. It is a whistling arrow. It has 1 attack, 1 life, and terrifying 1. This unit cannot be blocked or guarded against by units with an attack value of 1 or less. Yeah, I think it's just going to hit my face in a sec. Nothing really to do about it. This Snap Trap should have been exhausted, by the way, when I attacked. I think, to me, I am passing now. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I have to pass. I have no other main actions. So he put it into play. Oh, he put it into play and then immediately attacked with it. I was thinking, did he pass and actually leave the arrow in play? But no, his turn proceeds. Now he has a win aspect, he'll attack with it. So this is going to hit my face for 1 and go away when it becomes exhausted. So I'm up to 9 damage on me out of 17. And that's it. Okay. That's the round, because then I pass, then he passes. And so I'm going to follow the steps on this reference, just because with the dragon phase and everything, sometimes I forget. I'm torn about whether to keep my cast. I guess it doesn't matter quite yet. I'm going to recover. The botanist heals 1. The exhaustion goes away. I have to exhaust the dice. I can't keep these artifice dice around, sadly. Then the dragon phase. We cleanse. If I had any attachments or anything on his cards, they'd go away. Gain status. There aren't any because there's no aspects left. Replenish aspects. He is at threat 5 because of the +1, so 5 new cards dealt. We've got a 2, a 1, a 2, a 1, and a 2. All right, a little bit of a bloody round with 3 2s. And then progress. Oh no, I didn't think about this. It'll be fine. His progress ability, which happens between rounds, deal 2 damage to each opposing player's leftmost unit. That's what's going to finish off my botanist, which I'm very sad about. Yep. Nothing to do about it, though. And then place a random arrow aspect onto the battlefield. So it is a burning arrow. We haven't seen this one yet. It has 1 attack, 1 life, and aggressive 1. When this unit is declared as an attacker, add 1 to its attack. So it still only counters for 1 if I attack it, but it attacks for 2. All this stuff coming at my face when I only have 8 health left. A little scary. But at least I have my plants rallied at this point. Okay. That's it. I'm going to roll dice. I guess I'll keep my frog. No reason to re-roll that. I'll roll the rest. Okay. Pretty well-rounded. Some of everything. That's fine. I don't really like basic dice very much with this deck. I don't have very many cards that use them at all, so I will be raising those with photovoltaics or be meditating. But I have plenty of cards left. I haven't meditated yet. Speaking of which, the last thing is I could discard this Catalyst from hand, but I think I appreciate this moving dice around. It's pretty powerful to be able to charge your summons, get the benefit of that, and then move those dice somewhere else. So I'm going to keep it and draw 4 more cards. Okay. Wow. This is, I think, a very nice hand. There's some stuff I like a lot here. Okay. Then the turn starts with the Dragonborn. Indiri is going to roll a behavior die and roll a basic attack if able, if not reveal. He actually can attack with his burning arrow, which is annoying. I guess I don't want to block with either of these units. The Snap Trap would die and the Floral Tyrant would kind of waste, would exhaust and not get a lot of value. All right, that's going to put me at 11 out of 17 health. Brutal. 11 damage out of 17 health, I should say. 6 remaining. Okay, and then he's going to reveal. Oh, no, so that was attack if able, if not reveal. Never mind, that's all he's doing. All right, that's something. Kind of gives me the initiative on getting more units in play. And so I think I will. I will just go ahead and use... I will use this B as its basic side action, I think. Right? Yeah. I've got to No, let's do it this way. Let's summon a beetle. I don't think I need the card draw. I'll get a card draw from Catalyst anyway. Okay, I'm going to summon Capacitor Beetle. Exhaust this, use a B to summon a beetle. This is, I think that using this to knock an arrow out of the air and then charge something was an incredible use of the Capacitor Beetle against this particular Dragonborn. So that will probably be the game plan again. This had said if this spell was charged, draw 1 card. It wasn't, but now that I have an exhausted Artifice die, I can use Power Split on my Phoenixborn to choose up to 2 cards I control, place an Artifice die from my exhausted pool onto each of the chosen cards. So I'm going to put one straight onto the Floral Tyrant so that it can do a massive attack to keep the board under control. And I will charge Summon Snapseeds that I can double up on Snapseeds too. Now that I'm near a second Tyrant, and there are only 2, the Snapseeds might just be to tank. They might block some attacks. Or to sit there on the right to soak up attacks against the right side of my board. Something like that. We'll see. Or maybe I do want to upgrade them into Snap Traps at least. Okay. Indiri's turn. He rolls a crown. Activate his ready spell. Oops, I should proceed to the next card. His ready spell is still raise 1 basic dragon die 1 level. I think that changes on tier 3. And then reveal. It is Oppress. It has 4 attack, 3 life, 2 blood, and says its ability is Oppress 1. After this unit destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking, place 1 exhaustion token on that opponent's target leftmost unexhausted unit. Okay, so if it destroys a unit, it exhausts another unit. That's terrible. The good news is it has 3 life, and I have 3 unexhausted conjurations in play to play another encircle. So I think I just want to knock this out with my main action. That seems really good. Like, right? Yeah? Let's just do it. I think this calls for an encircle. It's going to cost me a nature die in my main action. Deal damage equal to the number of unexhausted conjurations I control, which is 3. So that's just going to knock Oppress right back where it came from and deal 2 blood damage. As a side, probably photovoltaics. Put a status token on it. Raise a die. I don't see much use for basic artifice dice, so I'll bump one of those up. Okay. Pass the turn back to Indiri. It is a basic. Attack if able, if not reveal, with Fletch. This is a defender, so this will actually guard for Indiri, and I have to, and it would guard for other units. Basically, I have to attack it first. It has a Fletch 1. At the end of the round, and when this unit is destroyed, place 1 status token on the Dragonborn. Your fledgling kind knows nothing of patience, so this just guarantees another arrow is going to enter basically as soon as I kill it, which is probably soon. Annoying. Okay, my turn. Maybe I just kill it with a frog, right? I kind of regretted not doing that last time. I think so. But then what's my main action? Summon Snapseed? Yeah, that's exactly it. Okay, so I'm going to use a frog for its dice power effect. Side action, deal 1 damage to a target unit. We'll just take out Fletch. Oh wait, the main can then be to kill the arrow with the beetle. Oh, what a play. Okay, so that's 1 blood damage, puts Indiri at 10 damage out of 30. And from Fletch's ability, he's going to put a whistling arrow into play. But with my main action left, why doesn't my capacitor beetle just attack the whistling arrow? It does, you know, have him roll a die and maybe charge up, but I think it's worth it. So, okay, capacitor beetle attacks whistling arrow. He does not guard, and so the beetle is going to be exhausted and take a damage back from the arrow, but the arrow is knocked out of the air. Cool. All right. Enemy turn. Rolls a basic. Attack if able, if not reveal. It's another oppress. Okay, probably time to. I don't have another. I don't have another encircle for this one, so it might be time to attack with that floral tyrant. I really just don't want this attacking left. I don't want to have to block with my Phoenixborn. I can't take the 4 damage from it, and I also don't want it to kill my floral tyrant. So, yeah, let's just take it out with the floral tyrant. I will declare an attack against the oppress. No, I'll attack Indiri. Then he doesn't have to roll. Then he doesn't roll a die. I attack Indiri, and then when it's declared as an attacker, if it's charged, it is deal damage to target unit and opponent controls equal to this unit's attack value. So 3 damage to oppress is going to kill it, dealing 2 blood, and that 3 damage still hits Indiri in the face. That dealt another 5. Super good. Okay. His turn. Right? Oh, do I want to do a side? Sure, I'll do photovoltaics. And bump... bump another basic artifice up, I guess. Okay, his turn. Crown. Activate his ready spell, which raises a die. So that is going to give him a status token. And reveal. It's our friend the God Shield. After this unit is dealt damage, prevent 1 from being received. Okay. Mildly annoying because I wanted my beat. What am I saying? I just don't have any good attacks into it. I could guard it with my Phoenixborn, I guess. And then Snap Trap could eat it. For now, I think I will... I think I'll play Catalyst. I'm thinking this through. Because I think this, I keep forgetting to exhaust my units, but I know that Floral Tyrant just attacked. Because I think I might just want to upgrade this Snap Trap this turn. If God Shield attacks, it does just attack my Beetle. That's like, it stops me from being able to use it for Volt Shift and to charge something, but like it's not the end of the world. And I kind of want this card draw. I'm actually looking for another Botanist. That's what I'm hurting for right now. Some Nurtures would be great. So, yeah, that'll place an Artifice die from my exhausted pool. It also lets me move one. I guess I don't care to. Okay, so we'll draw that card. Aspiring Growth is gross on a Floral Tyrant. This is an alteration spell. It costs a nature die. This spell can... Oh, it's... Right. It's gross on a Floral Tyrant, which is why it doesn't work. It can only be attached to a unit with an attack value of 1 or less, and it gives +2 attack, +1 life. So it's a good... And because it keeps a Snapseed from wilting, it's a good way to kind of turn a Snapseed into a regular-ass unit. So I'll probably use it for that. Okay, so that's Catalyst. That was my side. And my main, I guess, will be to summon some Snapseeds. So full disclosure, I had to pause the video there. I was out of hard drive space, and it made me lose my train of thought a little bit. Where am I in my hand? That was definitely, Catalyst was definitely a side. I had not played a main yet, right? Where am I in my hand? Where am I in my turn? It's 12:30 in the morning. This is a mistake doing this, but we're making it through. And we're kind of kicking ass. Okay, I don't think I did a main. So, summon Snapseed. Place 2 Snapseed Conjurations on the battlefield because the spell is charged. So I guess arguably, again, I should have done this in a different order, but I'm not going to worry about it this time. Okay, Phoenixborn turn. He rolls a dragon, reveal attack with the revealed aspect if able. It's a volley of arrows, it is able. So this has 2 status tokens on it, and this is the one that removes them to put arrows into play. We don't like that. And it's attacking my face for 2. Am I just blocking with something? The main reason I don't like blocking with my Snap Trap here is that it would die and I've charged it. So it should become a Floral Tyrant, you know? That's what feels right. So I'm just gonna block with a Snapseed. I don't need this many Snapseeds. In fact, maybe I do need this many Snapseeds. Sure. Yeah, you can't take it with you, right? Some of these are gonna, they're gonna wilt. They're all gonna wilt. I don't know, I have photovoltaics to charge something else. I think it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna play Propagate. Cost me my other frog. You may play this spell after a conjuration you control is destroyed. Place up to 2 Snapseed Conjurations onto your battlefield. So this takes the hit from the volley of arrows, and then 2 Snapseeds take its place. I have battlefield capacity 6, so I'm maxed. But that blocked the volley of arrows. It is exhausted. That does not mean it's not going to keep spawning arrows. So I want to do something about that. And sure, I can do something about that. I'm going to actually take it out with a Snapseed. Snapseeds get vengeance here. I think. I will play Shock Gauntlet. This is an alteration spell that costs an Artifice die and a side action. When attaching this spell to a unit you control, You may move an artifice die from another unit you control onto the attached unit. If you do, you may deal 1 damage to a target unit an opponent controls. So I'm going to go ahead and move this Summon Snapseed die onto the Snapseed and deal 1 damage to the volley of arrows. And this also gives the attached unit attack +1, and so the Snapseed will attack for 1, finishing off the volley of arrows for 2 blood. 17 damage on Indiri. And we've stopped those volleys from ever spawning an arrow, which feels good. Feels right. Okay. That was my side and main. It's Indiri's turn. He's just going to summon an arrow, which is a burning arrow. It has aggressive 1, so when it's declared as an attacker, add 1 to its attack value for the remainder of the turn. So it's looking to attack my face for 2, and I don't... The only thing I can really do about it is attack it with my Snap Trap, but I'm not happy about that because I wanted to upgrade it into Floral Tyrant. Oh, you know, I got time, right? When it attacks, it's going to attack with God Shield, not the Burning Arrow, for a couple turns. So we'll see if we can stop that. Maybe we just throw another Snapseed in front of it, actually. But for now, that's okay. Oh no, he's attacking with God Shield now. It'll be the Burning Arrow next turn. Yeah, so let's resolve that. God Shield attacks right, and I think I'm just going to let it take out a Snapseed. Snapseed is tanking for me. I didn't want more damage on my Phoenixborn. Okay, my turn. I am going to... Yeah, I do... I kind of want to play Aspiring Growth on that Snapseed and keep it. So it makes me sad that I'm exhausting my Snap Trap and I can't upgrade it, but I think I'm just going to have my Snap Trap attack the Burning Arrow as my main. So it's going to take 1 damage back, but that's fine because when I finally do upgrade it, the damage will heal. And knock the Burning Arrow out of the air. Shuffle up the Conjuration deck. Okay, that was my main. My side can be photovoltaics. I will... What do I care to charge, though? I don't know. I don't think I'll use my side. I don't think I'll use the side. I have one more thing that I could charge. We'll see if it comes in handy. His turn, nothing. He passes back to me, huh? Wow, okay. So I still have the Snapseed that's going to fade away unless I either upgrade it or alter it. Yeah, let's go ahead and I'll do photovoltaics, I guess. Okay, because now I can, if it has fewer than 3 status tokens on it, place a status token on it, raise the die in your active pool 1 level. I need a leaf for a card I'll play in a second. And then I can remove 3, exhaust the spell to charge something. That's not that exciting. So I will charge the Snapseed. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, and then my main will be to play Aspiring Growth. This costs me a nature die. It is the one that can only be attached to a unit with an attack value 1 or less, and it gives +2 attack, +1 life. So all of a sudden this is a 2/2. And it has an alteration spell on it, so it won't wilt. That's my main action. Fresh turn. I guess the Snapseed, even though it's not going to wilt, it is charged. It would be silly not to upgrade it. So I will use its Solar Sprout ability to discard it from play. Getting rid of the Shock Gauntlet, but I think I actually got pretty good use out of it. Hold on a second. This is exhausted, huh? Yes, I attacked with it. I almost forgot. Okay. So then I guess that just leaves Altered Snapseed. Like, I kind of like that it's a 2/2 that could take a damage next round and then upgrade. Potentially. So I don't want to upgrade this now. That might be a misplay. Maybe the right way to play is just upgrade every time you have the opportunity, but I'm playing around here. So the Snapseed will just attack Godshield, try to take it off. We're going to roll to see if Indiri guards this. He does not. And so Snapseed will do 2 damage to Godshield. It prevents 1, but still dies. That's 1 blood. Okay. That's going to exhaust this. All my units are exhausted. All my spells are exhausted. Last thing I have is a Summon Capacitor Beetle. It doesn't have a focus or anything, but I can put it into play. And I have capacity on my battlefield. I guess I can slow down, meditate, and then summon that Capacitor Beetle. I guess why not? So I will meditate as my side action, putting this up to a B. And then for a new main action, when the turn passes back to me, I will summon a Capacitor Beetle. Why not? And that's my board full of 6 units. And then 1 more main, Capacitor Beetle can attack Indiri for 1. Puts him at 19 damage out of 30. So we can do the math on whether we can just kill him at the start of the next round. For now, we're going to end the round, so we'll recover nothing I have. Weirdly, it's a little weird to me that the plants, which famously grow, don't have recover. Feels like they would like grow back from their damage, but these ones don't. So we'll remove exhaustion. Exhaust these dice. And go up to cleanse, gain status, replenish aspects. Oh no! Oh, I just realized something that I did badly because it's going to do the progress spell again. That's terrible. So progress happens right now. Deal 3 damage to the player's leftmost unit. That's going to take out my Floral Tyrant. I did not play around that. I should have. I probably should have just put this expiring growth. No, that can only be on a unit with 1 or less. Maybe I couldn't have done anything about it. That's brutal. Well, I got 2 solid double attacks out of this 1 Tyrant. So I don't feel like it's bad value, but it's still sad. I kind of thought that was going to carry me to victory right away this round. Okay. So that happened. It also says place 2 arrows onto the battlefields. So 2 burning arrows. Oof. Those attack for 2 damage each. I'm going to have to knock those down. That wouldn't kill me, but it would put me at 2 remaining health. Too close for comfort. Okay, I roll my dice. Okay, some bees, which I like. No frogs. Don't like that, because frogs could just knock down burning arrows. And I will draw my fresh hand 5 cards. Okay. Another photovoltaics is not... Oh, I guess if you have... They don't have a focus ability or anything, but if you have 2 photovoltaics, you can just raise 6 dice per round. I guess that is pretty good. Man, this card I hadn't seen yet. It is Maeve's signature card, Overcharged Growth. It uses 2 basic dice, which I was complaining I didn't have basics to spend. It gives the attached unit the following ability, Unstoppable 1, so it can't be blocked or guarded against by small units. And it has +1 attack, +1 life, +1 recover. That would have saved the Tyrant. Brutal. Okay, well, let's just get a new Tyrant. What do you say? In fact, do I just do that right now? Heals up this Snap Trap before anything bad happens to it? The only other thing that I should consider doing is attacking these burning arrows. But I guess I can block them. I can throw units in front of them. These beetles are replaceable. Okay, so I'm going to just use a B side action to charge Snap Trap, because I don't really have a fancier way to do it with this hand. And then it will Solar Bloom as my main. Discard it. If it was charged, place a Floral Tyrant into play. Welcome back, Floral Tyrant. It's going to go on my right side. Now we just need to find a way to charge this one and wreak havoc. Okay. I had started this round. Oh, we need to upgrade to the next ready spell card. Hasn't mattered yet, but now he raises 2 dice 1 level. So he's knocking arrows a lot faster. Yeah, I in my mind I had more to that sentence, but there was no more to it. Okay, he's gonna act. Hopefully he doesn't get attack if able and attack with both these arrows. He gets reveal, attack with the revealed aspect. So if this target's face, he's still attacking with all the arrows. Sure does, it's another volley of arrows. Woof. Okay, so here's the situation. He's attacking me with a volley of arrows and, fittingly, 2 burning arrows. These add up to lethal. If I don't block, I lose. So I'm gonna block. I guess this damaged capacitor beetle can block pretty well. Can block a burning arrow. This capacitor beetle can block a burning arrow. The problem, it takes 2 damage and dies, but that's fine. I can get more beetles. And then I think a Snapseed's gonna block the volley of arrows to kill it. I just want it off the table. So this Snapseed that is a 2/2 because of the Aspiring Growth on it will block the volley of arrows, counter, and they'll both die. That was bloodshed. That was chaos. 3 of my units dead, but I took no damage to the face, killed the volley of arrows, dealing 2 blood, putting him at 21. And I still have my Floral Tyrant and a 1/1 Snapseed left. Burning arrows are off the table. Whew, okay. My turn. I didn't have a frog to play my Propagate there either when Conjurations died. That would have been nice. So I should probably get a frog. So to that end, why don't I use Photovoltaics as my side action? Upgrade a nature die to a frog. So that the next time one dies, we're not in this mess. And I think I'll go ahead and use Maeve's ability. Power Split. Choose up to 2 cards you control, place an Artifice die from your exhausted pool onto each of the chosen cards. So I'm spending 1 die, so I do have 2 in my exhausted pool. I definitely want to charge the Floral Tyrant. And I think I want to charge Summon Snapseed to get 2 of them when I use that. Or would I rather draw a card? What cards would be all that helpful? I don't think there's any like clutch card draws in my deck. So yeah, I'll charge the Summon Snapseed. All right, Indiri's turn. Wait, sorry, I gotta go back. That was 2 sides, wasn't it? Photovoltaics and then Maeve. So I need to do a main action. You know, why not? This, actually, I'll just summon a beetle. Nothing fancy. I will just use a die, summon a beetle. Beetles are great. Beetles defend me against arrows. Okay. His turn. Crown. Activate the ready spell. Raise 2 dice 1 level. So that is going to go 1. Give him an arrow. Or a status token anyway, to be a future arrow. And raise 1 more die. And then reveal. Quick shot. When this comes into play, place a status token on the Phoenixborn. Or Dragonborn. Alright, he's got a lot of arrows coming at me. Oof. And this attacks face. If it attacks, an arrow goes with it. I don't like all these face attacks. I don't have... I would love that alteration that deals a ping damage. I don't have that. So, I guess the quick shot can come up my face. But it's pretty scary. I think the Snapseed just trades with it. That would be my main. Yeah. Let's do that. All right, Snapseed with the shot gauntlet on it, so it's a 1/1. Attacks quick shot. We are going to roll to see if Indiri guards. He does not. So 1 blood damage as the quick shot dies. Snapseed definitely dies. Okay. My side will be to charge some things. So Maeve power splits. This time I can do it properly, charging the Floral Tyrant and summon Snapseed. Indiri's turn. Indiri rolls basic attack if able, if not reveal. Oh, but he would have spent a status token on an arrow, an entangling arrow, and he is able to attack, so he attacks with this. All right, it's gonna hit my face for 1. I'm not gonna block this one. 1 damage is fine. I'm at 12 damage out of 17. I do have to lower 2 dice. That's the more annoying thing. I'm probably just gonna end up meditating. I'll just lower 1 of each to basic. Okay, the arrow goes away. And that's his whole turn. That's kind of a nice thing about the arrows, is that sometimes they soak up his whole turn. So it's me. The Floral Tyrant is ready to attack, but doesn't really have any units to target. Let's just summon some things up. I will summon a Snapseed. So spend a leaf, exhaust the spell. It's charged, so I get 2 Snapseeds. And for my side, I think I will bump a die back up. I will use photovoltaics to, let's get back a leaf. Okay, Indiri rolls. A crown. Activate his ready spell, raise 2 dice. Oh shoot, sorry. Before he even rolled, should have put an arrow into play. Entangling arrow. And then he's raising these 2 dice, so he's filling his bar again, getting an arrow for next time. Sheesh. And then he's revealing. Lie in wait. No! That's the one thing the Floral Tyrant can't just knock off the table. And he attacks my face with that. That's very scary. All right, we don't like this. Probably though, as long as I can block all the arrows, I can block that. I can set up for a block on that. Let's see. Well, I mean, I guess if it attacks my face, I'm not dead. Let's see here. For my main, I think that I attack the Entangling Arrow with a Capacitor Beetle. So let's roll to see if it guards. He does not guard. That's been lucky. He hasn't been rolling to guard very much. Okay, Entangling Arrow is dead. Beetle takes damage. That was my main. My side, let me use photovoltaics one more time. And then it has 3 charges on it, so I can exhaust it to... I don't have an exhausted artifice die? Never mind. Mildly annoying. Maybe I should spend one. I will... I don't know. I think for now, though, I will just cast an Aspiring Growth then. Use a nature die. Aspiring Growth can only be attached to a small unit. Gives it +2 attack, +1 life. And then as my side, nothing? I need to find a way to spend an Artifice die. That's very annoying. Or get one removed from a charged card. Sheesh. Huh. All right. Well, that's a puzzle to figure out as I go, I guess. For now, it's his turn. He's going to roll. Oh, he's going to put an arrow into play. Then he rolled that. The arrow is a whistling arrow. This is the one that can't be blocked or guarded against by units with an attack value of 1 or less. And then he got attack if able, if not reveal. So, lie in wait and whistling arrow both attacking my face. How are we handling this? I can't block lie in wait unless I block everything else. That's its unseen ability. But whistling arrow cannot be blocked or guarded against by units with an attack value of 1 or less. So my little things can't block it. So do I take it all to the face? That would put me at 16 out of 17 damage. And I kind of think it's the right play. But it's scary. Actually, no. I have Propagate in my hand. So that's the play. Sheesh. So this Snapseed, it's going to get exhausted for this. No, forget it. Forget it. We're taking it to the face. 4 damage puts me at 16 out of 17. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. Look, the arrow's gone. The lion weight is exhausted. I can attack it. Everything's sitting pretty. I'm not scared at all. All right. Well, I kind of do want to just get a bunch of blockers going now. So I might suicide my Snapseed. Oh, it wouldn't die against lion weight, so I can't propagate it. Funny. Okay. Well, lion weight is exhausted. He's out of status tokens to put out arrows, so I guess I have a little bit of a breather. Why don't I meditate as my side action? So I'm going to meditate. I'm just going to bump everything up to the top. I don't need all the cards in this deck. 5 cards. There's a botanist. I've been looking for more of those. Bees and frogs all around. And then as my main, I think I'll summon a beetle. That's a good blocker or a good attacker against an arrow. So that also spends an artifice die, which I needed in order for photovoltaics to put it out there. And so that will get me a beetle. Okay, his turn. He rolls a basic, attack if able, if not reveal. Reveals Fletch. At the end of the round, or when this unit is destroyed, place a status token on the Dragonborn. And it's a defender. Cool, cool, cool. Back to me. I mean, I probably just attack that with a beetle or something. I can summon another beetle. I have a 3rd copy of Summon Capacitor Beetle in hand. So that'll be fine. But I want the beetle to deal with the arrow that would call out, though. It's not going to attack. I'm gonna slow down. I'm going to play another Summon Capacitor Beetle as my main. And as my side, I will use photovoltaics now. I probably made a mistake meditating because it does bump up a die that I can't take advantage of, but I'm cashing it in to put an artifice die on this Snapseed so that it can upgrade. Okay, his turn. He's going to roll a basic. Attack if able, if not reveal. Fletch does not attack, so he will reveal Quick Shot. When this comes into play, place a status token on the Phoenixborn. So he's got a couple more arrows coming at me. And that would attack me along with an arrow on the next turn. I don't like that. So let's find a way to deal with that. A frog is a way to deal with that, huh? Yeah. Okay. So I guess the beetles can't knock arrows out of the air. Oh boy. This is getting scary. What arrow is remaining? It's a whistling arrow, so I need a 2 attack value unit to defend it. So I have one with the Snapseed. I'll have another one if I upgrade this Snapseed. So I think that's my main. I will discard the Snapseed from play. It was charged, so I get a Snap Trap, which is a 2/2. That way that can safely block an arrow. And as my side, I will ping Quick Shot with a frog. That way it doesn't also attack my face for 2. And that's a blood damage. I'm so close to just closing this out, right? I don't think I've missed lethal. He's at 20, he has 7 health left. Yeah, with the Floral Tyrant, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now with that upgrade, I'm sitting on 8, and that damage on him, I could do it. Oh, Fletch is still in play, though. That'll guard the Floral Tyrant. So, we'll see. He is going to cash in a status token for an arrow. It's a whistling arrow, and then he's going to attack with it. Can't be blocked or guarded against by units with an attack value of 1 or less. But if I just let it hit me, I die. So I have to block it. With a snap seed, it's altered to have 2 attacks. So that'll exhaust and take a damage from taking an arrow to the face. But whistling arrow is defended against. Fletch is going to cause another arrow too. So I've got to gotta figure this out. Okay. I can keep upgrading this stuff though. Like this beetle can charge something. Yeah, I think I just keep slowing down. He's gonna do nothing on his next turn because this is just a defender. So let's take this slow. I will, as my side, cash in this capacitor beetle to charge Snaptrap from my exhausted dice. And then I will Solar Bloom to upgrade Snaptrap into a Plant Tyrant, or Floral Tyrant. We are just going to fucking kill this guy. That is the plan. Okay, I pass the turn to him. He can't do anything. Pass it back to me. I need to kill the Fletch in a way that leaves me still able to defend against the arrow. So I've got to keep going slow. I need to summon a beetle. So there's an Artifice die and my third summon capacitor beetle exhausted to summon one. I think I have no side action. Oh, I guess I could just kill Fletch with a side action. No, but, No, I'll pass. He'll pass. Comes back to me. Capacitor Beetle can attack Fletch. A frog can take out the arrow. And then I'm free on my next turn to wreck him. All right. I think I have it. So, Capacitor Beetle attacks Fletch. Let's see if he guards. Actually, that would ruin it. Oh, no, he doesn't guard. It's a defender. Indiri doesn't guard for it. Capacitor Beetle attacks Fletch. Exhausts and takes a damage, but does defeat it. That's 1 blood. And Fletch's ability gives him a status token. Oh, so it's going to attack. I'm just going to have to block it. Should be okay. It's going to put the arrow into play. Good, it's not a terrifying arrow. Terrifying, is that what it's called? Whistling arrow. It has the terrifying ability. So I can block it with a beetle. It's going to attack me. When it's declared as an attacker, I have to bump 2 dice down. That's fine. I'll bump down a bee and a frog. And then Capacitor Beetle will block it. Take a damage and exhaust. But the arrow's dealt with. And then it's my turn. I can attack with both. I don't even need to charge the other Floral Tyrant, I guess. Because I don't have 2 targets for this one to attack. So this one will deal 3 damage when I declare it as an attacker to Lie in Wait. Defeating Lie in Wait and doing 2 damage to the boss from blood, putting him at 26. And then the 2 Floral Tyrants attack Indiri, 6 more damage, puts him at 32 out of 30, and I win. Holy shit, that was nerve-wracking. It's funny, normally I consider any game where I never left an aspect in play from round to round to give him status tokens or whatever. I usually consider that kind of a stomp, but I had 1 hit point left. And that actually, when I played on stream last time, it was similar. I had very, very, very low health at the end. So I really like that about this Dragonborn. It seems to be threatening in a different way. It's not about controlling the board or it's not about risking getting overrun so much as it's about protecting your life total from all those arrows. It's pretty cool. This was super fun. Thank you for watching. It is, as I look past the camera, 1:10 in the morning. This was a mistake, but I had a great time, and I hope that you enjoyed watching me in my late night delirium take down the newest Dragonborn. If you would, and you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. We have no Patreon or anything, so those algorithm buttons are the only way to show us you appreciate the video and to support our growth. and we really appreciate it if you do that. And the channel will be full of more Ashes and all sorts of other playthroughs. Sometimes they're solo with just me. A lot of the time it's me and my friends having a great time showing off games. So stick around for those, and until the next one, be optimal.